And I think that's what makes Outsider interesting, is that it's a balanced map where you can play sort of standard, but there's a lot of... It opens up more avenues for strategies rather than, say, Fighting Spirit or maps like that, that are just so... Unfortunate, they're so standard that you've pretty much... It's a metagame to death, and people know what they probably should be doing way too much. And it's the same as a lot of other maps. So Outsider's really good at giving interesting strategies, and we can see this here. I'm surprised to see ZerO double expanding into the other main and natural at the same time. So apparently he's choosing not to challenge that wall of photon cans over there, and he's just gonna sit back and try to macro up himself. It's so hard to tell if that's a good strategy or not. And BeSt is just expanding everywhere. This is a ridiculous macrogram. Neither player really wants to push the other. They're just content to sit back and take lots of expansions. And BeSt is pushing out with his... And he gets his observer sniped. So he took tons of... Oh, maybe not. He's just scared of all those Zerglings with his Zealots, I guess. It's not really... That massive Zealot force, not really what you want to push out against the Lurkers with. For the record. ZerO is going to be scouting this expansion, but I don't think he has any Hydras up here to deny it. So those cannons will probably get up and keep it somewhat safe. Finally, Templar. This is the 4 base before Templar build from BeSt. And we're going to have a drop. Is it going to drop up here at the 1130? It is. And that's a good way to deal with it. Luckily, ZerO had drop research. This is the first time we saw him doing with it. And it's gonna... Yeah, BeSt just cancels everything. And then that's not that unreasonable. It's better to save the minerals. Failed observer snipe. So we're finally seeing a shuttle. This is like a ridiculously late shuttle for Outsider. It's all about shuttles and dropping on people. And we're going to see BeSt, I think, taking his other backyard mineral only. Get shuttle speed, BeSt. Get shuttle speed. You have to get it on this map. You're going to need to use shuttles, and shuttles get owned by Scourge if you don't have shuttle speed. And thankfully from that clinic there by BeSt, you can all know that too, having experienced it in this wonderful commentary. So this is sort of... I don't know. Oh, another Zergling drop. Just 2 Overlords worth, but there's only 1 cannon back here, and that's enough to scare all these probes away and stop mining. It's going to get cleaned up pretty easily, but still, it wasn't that much of an expensive drop from ZerO. And he's getting a lot of harass and even killing probes too. BeSt is trying to use his 1 Corsair that he still has to stop this, and I think he's going to try to retake the 1130 out there. This Lurker contained from ZerO, as I was saying before that drop interrupted me, it's not that strong, and I think BeSt is going to break out of it pretty soon. And I wonder, I haven't seen much of ZerO's army other than that. I don't know where it's hiding. Storm getting a lot of Hydra damage there, but wow, Lurkers on the ridge, classy, but gets taken out by just Dragoon fire. So BeSt has all of those Zealots, and he can't do anything with them because he's Lurker contained. So that's a good call by ZerO, really playing well to the strategy. And now BeSt is forced to run those Zealots out, and they're taking tons of damage from Lurkers, getting shot up from those Hydras. On the other hand, this tiny contain, even after BeSt losing all of his Zealots, is going to get broken. So let's see if ZerO actually has any units elsewhere. I presume he would have to. On the other hand, BeSt has had a lot of bases. He has had 3 bases for a long time, and ZerO's 4th and 5th really have just now started to get reasonable saturation. So perhaps BeSt... Oh, wow. Now there's the rest of ZerO's army. ZerO says, I just wanted to let BeSt think he had a chance. Now I'm going to crush him. And that's a lot of Zerglings killing a lot of Dragoons, and there's blue goo everywhere. And BeSt just chased back to the shelter of all those cannons he threw down earlier. And we have Hive Tech, Defiler Mound for ZerO. And now this is a good situation. He can take that double gas, he can take that other backyard mineral only, or mineral expansion on the other side. He's got control of pretty much the entire right side of the map, which I mean includes the other main, so it's far more than half of the map. And so that's good for him. I don't know what upgrades are like. I haven't been paying attention to that. Probably should have. So it looks like we got 2 attack from BeSt and one carapace. I can't see those numbers; they're too tiny. It's unfortunate. And this BeSt's new base gets cancelled again. He really just needs to put two units over there. Stop these tiny little harassments from taking it out. BeSt's backyard mineral only is completely mined out pretty much, so he's really only working on 2 bases here, while I imagine ZerO's on more like 4. His main's probably getting pretty much down there. Oh! Whoa. I didn't see that entire base happen. Sorry. I guess I noticed him going down to take it earlier, but we haven't gotten a shot of it since then, and now it's full of cannons and probes that are being forced to run away because another drop is shutting this down. So this little 4 Zealot raid here from BeSt is coming in. It's going to get some drone kills. That's good. I think BeSt really needs to defend against these drops. These are just little, like, drops that cost almost nothing to ZerO. And this Nexus is getting pretty damaged, but I think it's going to live so far. But these drops are so cheap that ZerO can just afford to keep doing them. It has no effect on him. And that was so close. The pool goes down for ZerO. It doesn't hurt that much, but it's still annoying. And that was very effective for 4 Zealot harass, and he's still killing things, so that's a really effective harassment from BeSt. Finally turning the tables on ZerO, who keeps dropping him left and right. I think ZerO is going to take down that Nexus in the bottom left. I don't think there's any units down there, and it's super low in health, and this is 4 Overlords worth of units coming in, so yeah, it's going to go down. BeSt trying to run those probes. We'll see if they actually manage to escape to freedom. It looks like they will, although I don't know if BeSt actually has anything in his base to defend with. We'll see. And BeSt is angry, and he's moving out, going across the map here. He's going to be going for the 3rd base. That's sort of one of the things that is unfortunate about... And wow, he's not even bothered cleaning up those Zerglings in his base, and they're killing his production buildings. 3-player maps, one of the unfortunate things is that the other main is so important, as Zerg is expected to have more bases than Protoss in this matchup. They're usually going to be the ones who take this main and attempt to defend it, and it's on the Protoss prerogative to take them out. As you can see BeSt here moving out and doing finally a swarm from ZerO. That took like his entire natural there getting, well, his entire natural, but the other main getting destroyed before that happened. And BeSt is choosing to run into the other main itself here and hold this ramp and force ZerO to work his way up. But BeSt's force is really getting whittled down. He's finally moving out with extra reinforcements, but now BeSt is mining on 1 base. 1 base. He's got his natural, that's it. So if he doesn't finish this right now, he's going to go down. And I think he's really in danger here. He hasn't taken out any of these hatcheries. He's got a couple of units moving around here getting destroyed by Zerglings. And lurkers, mostly. So there'll be a plague coming up on those poor Zealots.